Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic of discussion is anatomy of eyelids. Eyelid anatomy. This is our today topic of discussion. There are different layers of eyelid. We will explain these layers of eyelid. We will explain the structure of eyelid step by step. The outermost layer of eyelid is skin. Outermost layer of eyelid is skin. This is you can see this blue color layer. This is outermost layer. This is the skin. Second layer in yellow color, this is subcutaneous layer. This is second layer. Third layer, which is in black color in diagram, is orbicularis oculi muscle. Still I am telling you only the names of different layers. After that I will explain the functions of every layer one by one. Third layer is orbicularis oculi muscle. Fourth blue color layer is submuscular connective tissue. Fifth and thickest layer is tarsal plate. This is the most important layer. Listen this attentively so that you can understand. There is so much role of this layer, tarsal plate. At the lower part of tarsal plate there are ducts of meibomian gland, and at the upper part of tarsal plate these are aponeurosis of palpebrae superioris muscle. After tarsal plate there is Muller's muscle, and the last layer is conjunctiva. Now we can say layers. First of all skin, number 2 subcutaneous layer, number 3 orbicularis oculi muscle, number 4 submuscular connective tissue, number 5 tarsal plate, number 6 ducts of meibomian gland, number 7 Muller muscle, number 8 connective tissue. These are basically layers of eyelid. Now we will explain the function of these layers. The first and outermost layer is skin. This is the thinnest and transparent structure in our body. This is the most thinnest skin or structure in our body. This is also transparent. It contains fine hair, sebaceous glands and Sweet's glands. Now second one, subcutaneous layer. This contains the loose connective tissue. There is no fat in subcutaneous layer. Third one is orbicularis oculi muscle. The function of orbicularis oculi muscle is to close the eye. When we are sleeping, our eyes are closed. This is the function of orbicularis oculi muscle. Fourth one is submuscular connective tissue. Here we are telling the location of submuscular connective tissue. Submuscular connective tissue located between orbicularis oculi muscle and tarsal plates. Its position. Now fifth is tarsal plate. I have told you this is the most important layer or most important part of eyelid because this contains of meibomian glands. These meibomian glands 30 to 40 in number in upper eyelid, 20 to 30 in lower eyelid. These secrete the eyelid secretions of tear film. These secrete the eyelid secretion of tear film. Now in the lower part of tarsal plate there are ducts of meibomian gland that I have already explained. In the upper part levator, you can say levator muscle, or you can say aponeurosis palpebrae superioris muscle. What is the function of levator muscle? It's clear from its name. The function of this muscle is to elevate the eyes. It is to open the eyes. Then after the tarsal plate there is molar muscle. After the molar muscle there is last and innermost layer is conjunctiva. Conjunctiva is thinnest part. This is vascular and this is transparent. This is the inner layer of our eyelid. At the eyelid margin there are different types of glands, Zeiss glands and Moll glands. Glands of Zeiss and glands of Moll. The function of glands of Zeiss is to secrete sebaceous, and the function of Moll glands is to secrete sweets. Or you can say these sebaceous glands, these contains sweets glands. Now what are the function of eyelid? Function of eyelids. There are different functions. First and most important function of eyelid, it's protect the eye from external injuries. Second one, it maintains the tear film. Tear film, how it maintains? First of all, it maintains the tear film by suppressing the lid movement. Second one, support by lid margin. Lid movement it is suppressing and lid margin is supporting. Third one, prevent dry to tear film. Because of tear film it prevent the eyes from drying. This is also an important function. Now I have explained about the structure, anatomy and physiology of eyelid. You have any question you can ask me about this. Thank you so much.